Hello, dynamic stars. How are you? Yeah, I know. I'm in a different place today. But isn't it good to be in different places, do different things, try different things? Well, that's what this video is kind of all about. But I guess we'll get there in a second. Today's video is called On Being Perfect or Not Being Perfect. So, come on back. We're going to talk about this and see you in a second. We're back. So, yeah, I was a little cryptic, right? Azurite 22 here for you, with you. And what do we always do? We bring our intuition to the fore to bring you more into your life. And today, how we're going to make that happen is we're going to be talking about boundaries and setting up boundaries, having boundaries, lines in the sand, whatever it is you want to call it, those things. And also that whole thing about being perfect, making sure that everything that you do is just so. Why? Because I'm just going to share that I'm on a journey. I'm on a journey of really, really deciding what my boundaries are. Because for a very, very long time, I had no boundaries. None whatsoever. I mean, it was bad. People, it was bad. You know that pushover? Yeah, that was me. I'm not that person anymore. Because when you get pushed over that much, you got aches, you got pains, you got bruises, you got scars. And I'm just scarred up. You know, my scars are so bad, they look like tattoos. All right? And I don't want that for you. So the whole idea is when you are working on whatever it is, you know, getting a job, you know, trying to better yourself spiritually, as a person, inner child work, anything that you're doing, if you have no boundaries, whatever you're doing is going to be incredibly more difficult. Why? You're going to be taken off course in any moment because somebody else's needs are more important than yours. That's what happens when you don't have boundaries. Your stuff is totally not important. Everybody else's stuff becomes more important. Even if you give some sort of lip service to what it is you want to do, because everybody around you knows you, they're going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing on that one button, that one little spot that they know they're going to get you, and you're going to cave. And even if it is your thesis that is due next week, and on the same exact day, Boogly Boo needs to do something else, you and your crazy behind, me and my crazy behind, we're going to go and say, oh, well, I could stay up all night and make sure that I've done all the finishing touches and blah, 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 blah. Because, you know. Now, or you could stay up all night for the rest of the week or whatever to get this thing done. I'm just making up an example, but you get the idea of what I'm trying to say. You will put yourself out in order to accommodate someone else. That's the definition of having no boundaries. Why? Why does this happen? You could go back to those tropes. Oh, childhood issues, you know, not feeling worthy, not being seen, not being heard, all of those things. And then some. But the real deal is by you using whatever emotional blackmail of yourself, emotional imprisonment of yourself, and why you are doing this, it is literally laying a foundation for the same exact existence you've had for, tell me how many years. Big old truck. Exactly. Big old humongous truck with this whole long, butt load. And that's exactly it. It is a whole long load of stuff that you're bringing with you. And the only way for you to break out of that is to, in the moment, decide that you're not going to do this, that, and the other again. So you, like me, might need to write a list down of the things that you do that you don't want to do anymore, and literally try and commit it to memory. Look at it every day, every morning, every afternoon, every evening. Pick a time. Maybe look at it several times a day to remind yourself, so that when a situation pops up, and a situation will pop up, you will go, wait a minute. I said to myself I was going to not do this. And that should help. Another way to do it is if you do a lot of meditations around what you used to do and how you're going to respond now. So literally see yourself doing it the way you did it all the time in the past, your actual actions, and then see yourself doing it differently, the same situation with the new actions, with the new behaviors. So this way you're impressing it into your spirit. And then the third way of doing it is you say to the person, let me get back to you. I have to check my schedule. I have to think about it. So everything is delaying it. So you're not actually giving an answer. So these are 3 ways to kind of cut the automatic way of functioning, because that's the ticket. You have to just stop it, because otherwise you're just going to go down the path. And of course, because this is something new, it's going to take a minute. Sometimes you're going to go too far over to the, oh hell no, I ain't doing it. And then sometimes you'll be like, oh God, because they caught you at the right time. You were tired, you were sleepy, you were hungry, you were whatever it is, and you just caved in without thinking about it, because your body, your energy was just too low. And then there are times when you're going to get it just right. The last time I was in a car, we were talking about boundaries. Setting boundaries, having boundaries, knowing what your personal boundaries are. Somehow or another, I stopped talking about it. I don't know why. I think my son was coming in the car. And I didn't finish. I thought I was about to give you an example of boundaries and when boundaries are being broken. So, because you'll have that thing in the pit of your stomach, and you just want to shoot somebody. You want to scream, you want to yell, you want to rip your hair out, you want to rip somebody else's hair out. But you say nothing. All of this is bottled up within you. That's one sign of your boundaries being breached. Another sign is it all feels too much. It feels overwhelming. It feels as if, what difference does it make? WTF. I can't anymore. It could also feel like you're back in the day and you're a little kid and everything is the grown-up said, they said. Nothing about you, nothing about what you want, nothing about anything that pertains to you. It's all about what the other wants. Your boundaries have been breached. You could also feel just sad, and you don't even know why. You just feel sad. That could be your version of your boundaries being breached, because you feel there's nothing to do, there's nothing to say. So you external thing to stop you from doing what is best for you. And I can say this because I've been through all of this stuff. Shadow work has helped me to understand and know what is best for me and focus on what is best for me, even if it's uncomfortable in the moment, even if I have to do things that may not feel like me, but they need to be me, because otherwise I'll be sad, mad, all the other stuff. When you set boundaries, you're saying yes to yourself. When you set boundaries, you are giving yourself a high five. When you set boundaries, you're making it so that what you say matters. When you set boundaries, you're loving yourself. I know it seems other, but that's really what it is. It's better to love yourself and know that the things that are important to you, you're making it important to yourself. You're making it a priority to yourself. So, anything else I want to say about boundaries? If you don't have some lines in the sand for yourself, you need to create them. What are lines in the sand? If you know you're a pushover when it comes to paying the tab when you and your friends go out, right? Then you purposefully, can't even speak, bring only the card that has the specific amount of money that you want to spend and not a penny more. Or bring only cash and leave all your cards at home. That is what I mean. Because even if you wanted to, you can't. You literally have set yourself up for success for yourself. Another example. The people in your family, at your job, they always push that button. That button right there. Or there, or there. You know that is the button that always gets pushed. So, because you know this, because you've been looking at it, thinking about it, doing some inner work, doing some shadow work, you go, okay, I always get nuts. Let's pick something silly. Halloween is coming up when I'm filming this video. So, you get nuts when you see a Snickers bar. You hate, love Snickers bar. You're either gonna throw it at the person or you're gonna eat the whole bag. So since you know Snickers is a problem for you, then what you do is bring in whatever else is your favorite thing. Something safe, something that will not bother you, something that you have no issues with. Maybe you like dried figs. Maybe you like a particular, energy bar. Have that in your bag, in your desk. So, I'm on a train track right now, so I'm a little nervous. So, when that Snickers thing comes up, love, hate, or whatever it is, you can go, open your desk drawer, pull out your thing. What? And they're probably going to be like, damn! Yep. You diffused it. Silly example, but you get the point. Oh my gosh. People are so pushy. Anyway. Setting boundaries is important. The way you figure out your boundaries is by you looking at your ish and figuring out how to unplug, unhinge that thing so that it doesn't bother you anymore. One of my things is I always say yes to everybody. Whenever they need something, I'm always available. It's just what I do. I mean, everybody knows it, right? Right. Okay, fine. So now I'm trying to diffuse that by making it so that I have a schedule. I have things to do. I have stuff that I am not allowing myself to compromise on any longer. Because by me compromising my time, my energy, I am saying no to doing all of my YouTube videos, saying no to doing my Patreon videos, saying no to, put in any of the things that I am currently working on that I'm talking to you about. By saying no to other people, I am saying yes to the projects and things that I'm working on. It's just the way it is. It doesn't feel good in the moment. You feel like the bad guy. You feel like I'm not me. But guess what? You're being more you than you ever have before in your life. And I'm going to turn here because I don't remember where I'm supposed to turn. Anyway, I'm going to leave this here. And I'm going to add in the other video because now this is, take 2 from about a month ago that I'm trying to make this video about setting boundaries and putting yourself first. Because really and truly, that's what this is. Putting yourself first. Making yourself the star of your show, your situation, your life. Because we can't feel good and happy and comfortable in our lives until we do that, until we put ourselves first. Take a deep breath. Really know what it is you're about. And decide who's more important. You or them, this, that, blah, blah, blah. You get it? Smooches, love you. I want you to be the best you possible. I want you to put yourself first. I want you to love you first. Say it with me. I love me, meaning you. I love myself. Say it with me. I love myself. I love my life. I love all of the things that I do to make a good, great, perfect, beautiful life for me happen. I thank myself. I love myself. Okay. Talk to you soon.